Yes.
See this. If condition 1 is true, that condition 1 you block code will export, then it will exit. So if this is not true, it will come to condition 2. Condition 2 is true, then condition 2 statement code will execute. If condition 2 is false, then condition 3 will execute. And if that is true, this block code will execute. If condition 3 condition is false, it will go to here and else block code will execute. So this basically every waterfall type. Each condition it will check, then it will move on to next condition. If it is not true, any one of them. That's the nested one condition inside another condition, like that. You can write multiple conditions. That's a nested if else conditions. There is a lot of brackets, but still, so you can write like that. So if condition 1 is true, this one. Else if condition 2 statements. Else if condition 3 statements. Else if condition 4 statements. Else false statements. So these are all the statements you can execute. So this is how your nested if else will be available. The structure, please understand the structure. So multiple conditions, if you want to write, you can use this nested if else. You are going to use this in the in Selenium, where you want to run in different browsers. So based on the browser name you are passing, it will go to that condition block. So in order to test them, you need so this nested if else conditions. Okay. And so if no, the example for the above one is find out in ABC which one is big. So you want to find out which one is big. Then this is the one. If A greater than B and A greater than C, then A is big. Else if B greater than C and B greater than A, then B is big. Else if so C greater than A and C greater than B, so then C is big. Else so invalid data. So that's how you can write a multiple conditions. You can write it. Okay. So here is the another example. You can try it out. So with the following program, so find out the percentage basically. So based on the score you are going to give. If the test score is so whatever you supply, based on that you have to give the grade. So that if the test score is greater than 990, grade is A. So else if test score is greater than 80, grade B. Else if test score is greater than 70, so grade C. Else if test score greater than or equal to 60, grade is D. Else grade is F. So system.out.println, what is the grade? Final grade. You print the grade. So this is how you can give the grading system also. So multiple conditions you can test. So this is the one of the example. You can try it out. So this is the best example. You can practice this. So a lot of programs I have given. You can write this. So okay, what is this? It is going to calculate the BMI, body mass index. So what is the formula for body mass index? So here is the formula also I have given. So the BMI is calculated by dividing the person's weight by the square of their height. So weight divided by height square. If you do, you will get the BMI. If the BMI is under 18.5, they are underweight. So the BMI is over 18.5, but below 25, then they are a normal weight. And the BMI is over 25, but below 30, they are slightly overweight. And the BMI is over 30, but below 35, they are obese. And above 35, they are clinically obese. You have to print these messages also. Okay. So that is the nested if else condition you can create. First, you have to calculate the BMI. Based on the BMI, write the conditions. So that's what this. Even see your example also. I have given one example. So you write this. Your BMI is 18. You are underweight. This messages you have to print. So each condition. For this condition, you have to print this message. If this condition, so this message. So like that, condition wise, you print the messages. Is it clear? So there is a lot of programs I have given. If you are, comfortable, you can go and take up these programs. Okay. So next one is switch case. So what is a switch case? Switch case is basically a switch statement. Okay, a switch statement. So it's similar to nested if else. But this is going to reduce the code complexity. There you have to write all brackets, right? Each condition after parentheses, again brackets, right? Curly brackets, you have to write. That brackets you don't need to write. Okay. So that brackets you don't need to write. That's the advantage of this switch case. And basically, it reduces the complexity of the if-else-if ladder. So switch statement is mostly case-wise. You can write a case-wise. So here also, switch case also, one case will execute at a time out of multiple cases. And same as a nested if else only, but the readability more here. So switch, the variable or expression, curly bracket, case, value 1, colon, write the code inside the case value, then break it. So case, value 2, then break it. So, and so on, default. So this code you can write. So this is like each case is a one condition, like in the if else block. Each case is a one condition in the if else block. So case 1, case 2, like that, you can write multiple cases. Okay. And rules, rules is similar. Okay. So that's not big deal. You can see that. If the switch case, if the variable matches the case 1, then case 1 block code will execute. Then you have to write a break. Every case after, make sure you write a break. Then it will exit the entire switch block. If case 1 is not matching with this expression or variable value, it will go to case 2. If case 2 is matched, then case 2 block code will execute. Then you have to write a break. So break keyword. Break keyword, what it does is, it breaks the entire switch code, switch block. That's a break. So until if you don't write each case after break, it will go to next case also. That's unnecessary. Even the condition is not true also, it will go to next case. Until the case n, you can write all the cases. If all these cases are not true, it will go to default case. It will go to default case. So default case and code inside the default case will execute. It's like a else block. It's like a else block. It's like a else block. So we're discussing about a switch, right? So the switch is basically, see, this is one of the example. You need to find a given, so character is vowel or consonant, you need to find out. How can you find out? So switch, so the character, whatever the character you are giving, this character, so you need to find out vowel or consonant. Vowels means there are 5, right? So if the given character is a vowel, so the A, then this block of code will execute. Then you have to write a break. So this case value is matching. If it is a character, that's why I put in the single quotes. If it is a string, you have to put it in double quotes. Okay. If it is a number, you give number. So if matches this value with this, and this block code will execute. And then break it. So if this character is not matching with this, it will go here. Then if this matches, this case will execute, then break it. If this case is not matching, it will go to another case. That case will execute here. If this case is not matching, it will go to next case, and that will execute and break it. If this case is not matching, and it will go to next case, and that case will check. If all these cases are not true, then finally default case will execute. Default in the nested if else, default is nothing but a else block. So entered character is not a vowel. So that's how we can so test this. Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
Yeah. So another program, this program I'll tell you. So these programs you write and send it to me so that it will be easy. And I'll write the programs also. Let's get started with the programs. So we'll write the programs also. All if else, if else, nested if else. All these programs we'll write one by one. So I'll create a new package. Overall new package we'll create. So let's create a new package, control structures. Even with class itself, I can create a package here. See, package, class, both at a time you can create. Package name, control structure, programs. So I can give conditional statements demo. So take the main method, click on finish. So I'm going to write a different methods here. What type of methods you want? What type of methods you want? Do you know first what type of methods are there total? What are the different type of methods? So I'm going to be very serious, guys. If you are silent, I'll kick off all of you from the class. That's going to happen. So,
There are two types of methods, static and non-static methods.
That's what, right? I'm asking why you're silent then.
Sorry, sir.
Even if you know also, if you're silent, what is mean by that? That means you are not in the attentive in the classes. How do I know? Tell me. That's not fair, okay?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So what type of methods you want me to write? Static or non-static methods you want me to write?
Non-static.
Non-static. Okay. What is the non-static method syntax? Access modifier, void, method name. So I'm going to write a parameterized method. So data type P1. So data type P2. So these are the two parameters I'm going to write. So access modifier I'm going to use private void if demo. So I needed two parameters, int A, int B. Started executing if demo. So if A greater than B, so you can say simply, A greater than B, if block. So simply I can say A is big. A is bigger than B. If you want to print, so you can print. If you don't want, just give up. Then if A less than B. See another condition if you want to check, another if condition you have to write. So A is smaller than B. If A double equal to B, so then you can say A and B are equal. So that's a simple I'm writing, and a few more also I'll write only. These are the expressions, right? I'm going to write one more with only Boolean values. See, each condition, if you want to write, a separate if block you have to write. So that's the independent all. So negation false. Okay, so that's all the simple no if block, if else, if demo only I have written. So if demo I have written. So let's execute this code. How to execute this this method? How to execute that method?
By creating object of class.
By creating object for the class. Create object for the class using new keyword. So the answer is class name reference of object equal to new class name. Parenthesis semicolon. The class name is this one. And you can just put CSOBJ equal to new class name, parenthesis, semicolon. So then how to call that? So this is the parameterized method, right? So how to call parameterized method?
Object reference dot method name.
Object reference dot the method name if demo. So why only Srivani, others are no? Why they are not talking? That means others are not reading what? What guys? So others are not reading those methods formulas. See, execute now. See, only one block is executed. If block A less than B block executed, and this is skipped, this is skipped. Only this one executed. And true block, false block, both executed. These two also executed because this is the true and this is also true. That's why these codes are executed. But this one is not executed because condition is true. It jumped to here. Again, this condition is true. That's why these statements are executed. This condition is false. That's why jump to 22 line. And again, that's why these statements are executed. Again, this statement is true. So this code block is executed. So you can run in the debug mode. Maybe I'll show you next class how to run in debug mode. Please go through this, okay, and all this read and come back, but mainly methods, okay? I'm not going to give up the writing the methods. I'm going to write the methods. Methods is a very, very important. So that's why I'm asking methods, structures, so keep remember them and how to call them. So these concepts, you should be very, very strong. Yeah. So that's it. So let's meet on Monday, your Monday, Indian timings Monday, same timings, 7 o'clock only. Same timings we'll meet and we'll continue writing the programs, further programs. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Please read methods, please read. So without reading, so don't come. If you're not showing interest,